Hi, my name is John Farr. I'm with Tada. Today we're talking about Pancake, a native app in the Snowflake Marketplace. Pancake is a data engineering application that's designed to flatten complex JSON data into relational dynamic table streams. JSON can be complex to parse, as sometimes it can contain polymorphic attributes where an address may start out as a string and then later morph into an object array, or an array may contain primitive values as well as objects. JSON can also contain stringified or embedded JSON. It can be deeply nested with multiple arrays and objects, and then Kafka data brought into Snowflake can be complex to parse as well. So what Pancake does is through a process of scanning, we generate attribute metadata, and that attribute metadata can then be configured so that then the dynamic table SQL statements can be generated. And so you can see here we have the ability to modify any of the inferred Snowflake data types along with datetime formats if any of them are discovered. And then what makes Pancake really unique is that we have the ability to give the user the ability to specify any foreign keys for downstream arrays. So the address array, for example, can be configured so that the property ID, which is the unique key of the root object, can be specified as a foreign key in that array. And then once the dynamic table SQL statement is generated, we can then simply choose that dynamic table and then copy the dynamic table SQL that's generated into a worksheet to deploy. So you can see here that this individual address array object now has the property ID as a foreign key, so that these two dynamic tables can be joined as if they were originally from a relational database. And so what Pancake does is generates what we call ITDCs, which is an immutable typed derived column, so that if address starts out as a varchar or as a string, then the attribute name is aliased with an underscore str, so that if any downstream processes are built on top of this column, you're guaranteed for this column not to break later on when an array shows up. And so you can see here when an array is added to the schema, it's going to be designated as its own column with its own exploded dynamic table. And that's it for Pancake.